What is going on YouTube? Hater back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we are going to be looking at XRP, Ethereum, Bitcoin, as well as Solana and the S&P 500. And boy, do we have a lot of stuff to talk about. Of course, the one weekend that I decide to move apartments and swap to the other side of my complex, the market absolutely falls out below our feet here, and we see XRP take a mega dump, and I mean a massive mega dump. The days that I wasn't able to make a video because I was moving. Absolutely, of course, like the timing couldn't be any more perfect. This happened Friday, Saturday, and today is Sunday here. You can see the major landslide. I actually made a video Friday morning and we were doing all right. And then immediately after that, mega massive dump, like mega market slide to the downside here. Now there's lots of rhyme and reason as to why people think this happened here. I have my thought. We fell 31% from underneath us. Oh my God. But we don't look all that bad. And I would like to explain why. Granted, this is an ascending broadening wedge, and these technical indicators, like, they're bearish biased. Ascending broadening wedges always break to the downside here, so to see that happen now is not surprising in any sense to me. However, we were hoping that we would see one last correction back to the upside before we saw the dump. We were hoping that we would see one last movement to the upside here before we see the dump. These always break to the downside here. This is an ascending broadening wedge. I pulled it up just so you guys can see. Ascending broadening wedges always dump to the downside here, and that is what's happening right now. And it is unfortunate because we were really looking for and hoping for one last little pump to the upside here, and unfortunately that just did not happen. You can see this is what an ascending broadening wedge looks like. We consolidate inside of it and then we break down through it, and that's what happened here on XRP. Super annoying, incredibly annoying actually. More information about this will be later on in today's video. We're also going to be looking at these other cryptos. You can see Solana saw its major correction yet again, confirmed closure below its beautiful price floor, and that triggered us to buy in and short to the downside here. We've been preparing for this even though I wasn't available. We've been calling this and anticipating this for quite some time. Ethereum corrected. We have Bitcoin correcting back down to its price floor, but we don't look bad across the board here. And you can also see the S&P 500 pretty much gave us that signal of correction as we are now starting our descent to the downside here and starting to pull to the downside as well as we slowly start to correct lower here. So again, something else that I'm not surprised about, as we've been anticipating and I've been mentioning that we would continue this correction, and here we are starting to do so. So not surprised by any means, but with that being said, make sure to smash the like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe. Let's jump right into today's episode. So guys, super quick before we dive into the technical analysis, remember guys, BitFi, the #1 cryptocurrency leveraging exchange, is giving away $20,000 in USDT to literally people that you invite to the exchange. So all you literally have to do is sign up with the link down in the description below, fill out the Google Forms sheet, and then refer your friends, and that's it. And you can earn free cryptocurrency. It's literally that simple. It's the best, easiest way to actually earn crypto with zero risk in this market here. So make sure to check that out ASAP. Anywho, to dive into today's video, because this is the main and important thing that we have to discuss. I just love how I didn't make a video yesterday because I was moving. And then obviously I checked the markets and the market falls out below our feet and we just mega dump to the downside here. Obviously I've been mega bullish on these cryptos, and I hate to say that. I mean, not that I was wrong. I have been bullish on here, but I've never said with 100% certainty markets are going to be pumping to the upside here. We've just been waiting for us to fill in the gap. And that's pretty much been my reference here, is waiting for crypto to complete this technical indicator here. We've been waiting for crypto to complete the symmetrical triangle here, fill in the gap, hit that bottom, and then hopefully break to the upside here. That's all that I've been saying, all that I've been waiting for here. So the fact that we're still consolidating again is not surprising. It's annoying that we broke through it, because I was hoping to see one last run to the upside, and that's what I've been saying on the channel here. But to see us correct to the downside, it's not surprising, and I'll talk more about that in a second with you here. I want to just pull up yet again. I just deleted the ascending broadening wedge for crypto here. We're going to leave that right here. But you can see here on the current coin market cap, quick refresh reveals markets actually fell. We lost like $0.2 trillion out of the global crypto market cap, down to 2.3 trillion, 5% down. Moving forward here, you can see down 7%, 10%. Solana's down 21, XRP's down 17, Doge 21. Every crypto is down literally 25%. This is absurd, and I'm sure more actually fell even more. Let's see that. 50% some of these cryptocurrencies. Absolute bloody mayhem. That is nuts here. But again, back down to 61 on the fear and greed. I have been saying this consistently. And if you guys are true supporters or true watchers of the channel, you would know that I've been briefly mentioning that we are due for correction within all the cryptos, including the stock market here, for a very long time. We have been patiently waiting for correction within the stock market, within crypto, for a very long time. And the reason is because we were so overbought. We were so on the top end that we needed to correct. As for XRP falling literally 43% from its all-time high of 2024 is unheard of, but a correction nonetheless, and I'll talk about that in a minute. My main focus is on the stock market here, which is just starting to correct. I actually find it, I don't want to say it's not funny at all, but, correlation isn't always causation. But if you guys have been watching the channel, I have been saying every single day for a couple of days now that we have hit a top. We are in this higher low, higher high formation here, pumping to the upside. And at some point or another, we need to pull back down. This is way too overbought. I even drew an ascending or a symmetrical triangle here where we blew up to the upside, filled in the gap here. We broke through price ceiling, or we broke through the symmetrical triangle. We filled in the gap. We needed to make a decision, and that decision broke us to the downside. Now we're starting to fall. And you can see we've been on this rally to the upside here. We exploded like 12% up. And now we're starting our descent lower here. We started to reverse. We closed below the floor. And the second we confirmed closure outside of the yellow uptrend, I knew we would switch positions into a bearish correction here. And guess what? Now we're starting the descent. And guess what comes in the news right at this time? Now we're seeing, I don't want to say it because I don't know if, YouTube's going to have any issues with it, but World War potentially 3 on our hands with everything that's happening with Israel and Iran. What a coincidence. Correlation isn't always causation, but there's a good chance that they're saying that the U.S. isn't handling this well, and that could easily cause a descent within the stock market to the downside here. They're definitely saying that's what's causing the crypto market to correct here. It's possible. Again, correlation isn't always causation, but I most definitely come tomorrow when the stock market opens back up, we are probably going to continue this descent down a moving average, if not lower. We'll double check on that in a minute here. But, I've been saying markets need to correct for the longest time now, and now we're starting to see it here. And then we get this news. It's just coincidence. Now we're probably going to start to see the markets fall even lower, which is okay because it'll open up some buying opportunities. But just keep in mind, it's just way too coincidental in my mind. That's really how I've been looking at these charts for like 6-7 years now, and it's happened all too often, and it's pretty easy to call it, and then we get some big major event that comes, a current event that comes, and it's just a little too close to each other, if that makes sense here. But anywho, diving into XRP, and sorry for going off on a tangent, we've been tracking XRP for months now, literally over a year, and you can see we've had multiple bull flag formations here. Here's number 1, here's number 2, here's number 3, here's number 4, here's number 5. As I've said consistently here, and I'm going to extend this downtrend a little bit more because you can see how perfectly we're bouncing off support and also oversold. By no means is it surprising here, but you can see we knew that this was going to happen. We saw a bull flag breakout. Here's the flag pull. Here's the lower high, lower low pattern here. We filled in the gap. We confirmed closure above here. That stemmed the breakout to the upside here. We said we'd go as high as 75 to 80 cents. We hit 74. That was a conservative bubble that we expected price target to be. Unfortunately, we started to consolidate, and then we've drawn on an uptrend right here and a price ceiling, and we discussed if we were to confirm closure below support here, we buy in and we short. We confirm closure above top resistance, we buy in, we long. I was hoping and praying, granted, it doesn't really matter because we shorted this crypto anyway, but I was hoping that we could buy in long once we confirm closure above price ceiling. And you can clearly see, it's very obvious that we've had a lot of trouble breaking through resistance here. Consistently, it was so freaking obvious. And we didn't confirm closure above here on the daily, so we dumped. We corrected, we filled in the gap. We broke through the floor though, and that caused us to short. Now we didn't really have enough time. Granted, if you bought in right here, you could have still shorted this to the downside here and made money. But if I jump to the 4 hour, you'll see what I mean. If I jump to the 4-hour charts, there was a buy-in opportunity, a small window. And then even if we go to the hourly here, you can see when we first started the descent lower here. This is a bit trickier. Don't get me wrong. I understand, but it depends on how aggressive you are. With the confirmed closure below the support here, we knew that we would start the dump to the downside here. Again, even the 4-hour showed signs of that. But again, now we're extremely oversold. We'll probably consolidate the rest of the day here. Clear opportunity to take profits if you haven't already. Huge short opportunities were on our hands here. You can also see we fell back down to price floor here, which is on the top of the major bull flag that we started to form. Now, again, this is not surprising. I have been saying every single day that we've been trading inside this channel here. If we confirm closure below support, we short. And if we close above, we buy in long. There's a very small chance that we had a buy-in opportunity, a breakout to the upside. That would be the last run to the upside before we broke down outside of our ascending broadening wedge, because ascending broadening wedges always are bearish. Ascending broadening wedges are reversal chart patterns that are formed by a bullish widening channel, where you will see a clear trading volume increase during the formation of the wedge, and it always ends in us breaking down. We always topple over. We always correct outside of the ascending broadening wedge. That's not accurate, in my opinion, with crypto. This is it. We break into it and we dump out of it here. We dump out of it consistently here. Here it is. Price objective, we dump out. It always dumps us out of it. We always correct outside of it. And you can see it clear as day here. And you can see that is exactly how this looks. Here we go on TradingView. This is a very good representative. This is saying the target bottom from where we are. So because we broke down, you can see here, because we had the support right here, this would be the floor that we'd have. Sorry, I meant to draw this with green right here. Here's the floor. This would be the price target. Just like that. And you can see we filled it in quite nicely and we reversed right back up to support here. We're also oversold. So it's definitely a time to take profits. This is a very easy, obvious. It was extremely easy to know that this was a ascending broadening wedge, because I've been saying it every freaking day for I don't even know how long, weeks now, saying that this is an ascending broadening wedge. I was praying and hoping that we had one last final pump in us. But of course, you know, things happen and we broke down. So I'm not surprised. I'm not shocked at any sense. I'm just surprised it happened on my move. So I couldn't make a video to prepare you guys earlier, which is super annoying. But we knew this. We've been waiting for this. We've been patiently waiting for this. I've been saying it on every single freaking cryptocurrency. We've been trading sideways inside the sideways channel on Solana here, filling in the gap. And I said it consistently. If we break price ceiling, buy in long. If we confirm closure below support on green, buy in and short. So your window, your opportunity was there. And hopefully I didn't have to hold your hand through this, because this was an easy short opportunity that you could have taken advantage of. Now we hit moving average. Now we're holding support. Why? Because look, we've been on a moving average and uptrend, continuously pumping upwards for God knows how long, since November 2nd here of 2023. So now that we've rebounded off bottom support, oversold, we're going to hold out on here, and there's a good chance we'll continue upwards. But let's see how we pan out this week. We need to see how Monday opens up. Hopefully it's out of our system and we can start to, reevaluate these positions and we don't actually head lower. But this is not surprising. I mean, I've said it constantly. We confirm closure below supports, we buy in and we short. You can see we also look not too bad on Bitcoin as well, filling in the gap here quite nicely. We could even adjust the chart to be something along the lines of this. It's very possible here, filling in the gap, but we don't look bad. We really don't. Stock market is going to start its descent lower here, but I mean, it's annoying because I really wanted to make a video on this stuff, but it is what it is. I missed that chance to help you, but we're going to start the descent. But you cannot tell me this was not, this was a surprise. This was not a surprise by any means. We knew that there was a huge chance that the ascending broadening wedge would actually complete, and it did. So it's by no means a coincidence. This was destined to happen one way or another. But with that being said, smash the like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe. I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.